Good morning and welcome to Sunday Morning Beers. It's Wheat Stock Week. As you can see, we're dressed appropriately. Now, what you should be doing is, if you haven't already done so, is raiding the closet of your parents, grandparents,
or any vintage store.
Any vintage clothing store. Get creative. Don't get more creative than this.
Yeah.
Get more creative than this. This is just, we jumped out of bed and threw this on. You can do better than that, because we're going to have some great prizes. I'm not talking about free crappy t-shirts. Although there's no such thing as a free crappy t-shirt. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
most of your wardrobe is
really,
free t-shirts.
Really, yes. What would I wear if it wasn't for free t-shirts? I love free t-shirts. I don't know anybody who wouldn't love t-shirts. But that's not what we're talking about for prizes. You know, we're going to have stuff like that, just because we always give out prizes for new beers. We're going to have great prizes. It's going to be totally worth it for you to go to the vintage store and buy some stuff. Definitely. So dress up. Now, we got a lot to talk about going along with wheat stuff. We've got some beverages to drink here that we're pretty excited about. So let's talk about that. First, let's start with this before we dig into a tasty beer, which you can see here with the big frothy head on it. Apparently, Lincoln Park has a pretty large Hispanic population. So large, in fact, that our third Mexican grocery store just opened in town, just this week. In fact, the grand opening was yesterday. Not a lot of stuff on the shelves, but it is, as far as space-wise, it is the biggest of the three Mexican grocery stores. So I was curious. It's on the way home. I wanted to check it out and see what was in there. And there was a couple of interesting things that I purchased, including a couple of beverages. So I thought that we would try those before we dig into a beer. So Tracy, you ready for that? This is something that I had seen many times. You've probably seen this, Malta, India, which is kind of funny that it's Malta, India, because it doesn't have anything to do with... I've never heard of it before. You never heard of it? It doesn't have anything to do with India. I don't know why it says India on there.
Maybe the color?
It's actually made in Puerto Rico, and the lady at the bar, or the lady at the counter, I was the only native English speaker in the store. She asked me if I was from Puerto Rico because I was buying this.
Oh. I
told her I was curious. It's a cute little bottle, though, huh?
Yeah. So
let's check it out. What this is it's a non-alcoholic beverage. It's quite healthy for you, actually. It is alcohol-free, and it is made with carbonated water, barley malt, cane sugar, refined corn grits or rice, phosphoric acid, hops, and caramel color.
So, in other words, it's high in carbohydrate.
So it's it's like a high carb drink, I guess you could say. We're going to share this glass here, Tracy.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a very dark brown color. You can see it was pretty viscous. I don't know if you saw how it poured in the glass there.
That's lots of sugar in there, huh?
Our beautiful 4th Street
Where
glass.
are you going, kitty?
We've got Lily with us too.
Yeah.
Now the smell of it, now if you're not a brewer, this smell wouldn't mean anything to you. But what it smells like is unfermented wort. So, you know, imagine the wort has been chilled, gone into the fermenter, hasn't started to ferment. That's what it smells like. It's very rich.
What are you doing, Lily?
It's got that malty, sweet malty flavor, but that kind of weird flavor that unfermented wort has to it.
Oh, she's purring. She's all lovey-dovey tonight.
It's very lightly carbonated. It's very sweet. Reminds me of, it's very molassesy.
Oh, it does smell like unfermented wort. It smells like right out of the... It's like soda pop.
Well, it's nothing like soda pop other than the fact that it's lightly carbonated. It's more like molasses.
It tastes like...
It's not like any non-alcoholic beer I've ever had, that's for sure.
No, it's got like carbonated water in it. Like it's kind of like got the... I mean, it tastes like wort.
But the fact that it's carbonated, it's like carbonated wort.
Yeah.
Carbonated unfermented beer, if you can imagine that.
Very bizarre.
But an unfermented beer, like say a brown ale, a dark brown ale.
I don't like it.
Got that. It's hard to drink. It's too sweet. Too sweet. Like you know, like I said, it's carbonated wort is what it is. Okay, so that's that. Not that good. We can say we've had it.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it's not horrible. You know, the thing I think that this would be good, and I think this is one of the things that I read about this. If you were looking for a sort of a replacement for Gatorade, this would be it.
Okay.
This would be it. Kind of an energy drink.
Well, Doug's gonna be all hopped up on sugar tonight.
Okay. The other thing, this really got my attention. I saw this and I said, oh, they got little bottles of sangria. No, this is sangria soda pop. Sangria soda pop. It's non-alcoholic. It is sangria flavored pop. So let's check that out.
These are kind of good.
Could be good. We like sangria, you know.
So it's gonna have that grapey, fruity flavor, huh? It's a pretty color.
So it looks like sangria. That's not bad. It tastes like sangria soda pop.
Oh, it smells good.
Or kind of like a carbonated grape juice.
It smells good.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah. You know what it tastes like? Almost like Dr. Pepper.
I could see that. You know what more than Dr. Pepper? A little bit like Faygo Rock and Rye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty interesting. That is called
That's refreshing.
Sangria Sonorio. So the new Mexican grocery store in Lincoln Park is called Don Marcos.
Los
Arcos?
Isn't it?
It's something like that. It's on Fort Park. If you get to Lincoln Park, or if you have a Mexican grocery store near you,
Yeah,
look for that. Check it out. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to beer. Okay. Yeah, that is very refreshing. Okay, so we have a pretty exciting beer here too. This is from Duranky. It's a brewery in Belgium. It was $15 for this bottle. We bought this in Ohio, so not available in Michigan, but of course we have lots of viewers in Ohio. Hop Harvest 2012 is what this is. So kind of a hopped, heavily hopped golden ale. It's not really like an IPA or anything like that.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You can see it's got a big frothy head. It's been sitting here for quite a while.
Ooh,
Cloudy.
now that's going to cut the sweetness from what we just drank.
Smells malty though.
It's very hoppy though. It's got a hoppy finish. Really hoppy finish.
More of the hop flavor than the hop bitterness. Huge contrast from the other two things.
Oh yeah.
Because first of all, it's got that great Belgian yeast character, fruity, a little bit of funkiness in there. Very dry. The finish is dry. It is kind of malty up front. It's almost like it was all late addition hops to it. A little bit spicy.
A little peppery.
Hop spicy, some peppery yeast character. Refreshing. In a whole different way than that sangria, than the non-alcoholic sangria. Very good. Look for that. You're not going to get that here, at least in our Lincoln Park area, that's for sure. But we bought that in Ohio. Duranky Hop Harvest 2012. Worth checking out. I think pretty cool bottle. Kind of the funny thing about it is it looks like the bottle that would have a cork in it.
And it was a cap.
And it was just a plain cap. That's the Malta.
Oh, that's the Malta.
But it had just a plain bronze cap on it. So check that out. So what is going on for Wheatstock's 3 days of peace, love, and wheat beer? This is our 7th one. This is our 7th one. You've been reading about it in Real Detroit, of course. Lots of hype about it in there. And then you'll also be reading about it in the Free Press this coming week as well. They're doing an exciting article about Forest Street Brewery. 7 years doing Wheatstocks. Hard to believe how much time flies. But 3 days. And it's also in conjunction with American Craft Beer Week, the mother of all beer weeks, of course. There's lots of events going on worldwide or nationwide, but of course this is the most exciting of all of those events. And so what's going to be, that's Wednesday through Friday. And what you're going to want to do is you want to dress up like a hippie. All of us at the brewery would be dressed up like hippies. And think more, don't think nouveau hippie, think, it's Wheatstock, think Woodstock.
Yeah.
You know, so think along.
Dirty hippies.
Yeah. Well, we have dirty hippies nowadays.
Well,
think more like authentic dirty hippies.
Or also you could go with like the whole, you know, it's not the hippies so much as like the 60s.
Yeah. Well, just kind of the garb of
yeah.
that era. Late 60s. I mean, Woodstock was 1969. So, you know, think late 60s, early 70s kind of ways, you know. But, you know, if this is the best you could do, we'll take it, you know. So, so the whole thing about Wheatstock is, you know, lots of people come into the brewery and, you know, if you're a connoisseur or you work in a brewery, beer bar, you probably get this all the time where people say, do you have any wheat beers? And really what they're looking for is they're looking for something that tastes like Blue Moon, like Oberon, Hoegaarden, something like that. It doesn't have anything to do with the wheat. They don't, you know, if you give them a wheat beer that doesn't taste like that, they're completely blown away. They're looking for that yeast flavor.
Yeah,
they're looking for that yeast flavor is what they're looking for. And that doesn't come from the wheat. So what we aim to show you at Wheatstock is all the things you can do with wheat, and it doesn't taste anything like Blue Moon, Oberon, etc., etc. So what we have is, and then of course we kind of go with the theme that each of these beers is like a band appearing in concert, kind of thing. So we have the ES Beats, which is like an ESB made with wheat. We have the brown notes. Of course, everyone knows about the elusive brown note, the note that has just the right resonance that it makes you crap your pants. And so that is a brown wheat.
Didn't you know about that, Lily?
And then we have a bitter man, kind of along the lines of Sugar Man. You know, it's a very big thing, searching for Sugar Man. And that is an imperial IPA made with wheat. Basically what it is, it's kind of based on, we haven't done it in a while because it's very hard to find Amarillo hops, Piston Pale Ale. And that's essentially what it is, a bigger version.
We missed it this year, huh? No Piston.
No, because we haven't been able to get Amarillo hops for a couple of years.
Basketball season, that usually comes
so
out.
I got some. It doesn't have anything to do with the basketball at all.
Doesn't?
No, I got some Amarillo hops, and so that's what Bitterman is.
Oh, okay.
And then finally, just wheat you'd expect. So if you come in and you're looking for the Blue Moon, Oberon, whatever. This beer is kind of what you'd be looking for. Kind of what you're looking for, with a twist, with a 4th Street Brewery WPD kind of a twist. So, lots of exciting things going on. We got to wrap this up. Lots of things to still get ready for Wheatstock. So, got to get into the brewery, get ready. We're going to finish this beer and that tasty non-alcoholic sangria, and get to work. So. Everyone, have a great week. We'll see you 3 days at 4th Street Brewery. And you know what? We just forgot. Happy Mother's Day. Don't forget, you should probably bring Mom into the brewery today. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom. Moms.